Welcome to PMU Resources with Felicia Sams, and I am your host, Felicia. All right, so if you have not already, please go and subscribe to this channel. We put up regular stuff, really good stuff on a weekly basis. So if you are wanting to get into PMU or you are an experienced artist, this is the place for you. This channel is filled with great nuggets, and today we're going to learn everything we need to know about shading with a manual tool. So if you're not familiar with it and you want some practice, I invite you to continue watching. So go ahead, grab those tools, grab those scans, and let's get going because we're going to learn how to shade today. All right, I am going to show you how to ombre a brow using the manual method. So when I first start off, I like to use an angle blade for my outline. So I just go around and I follow the outline that I first laid when I did my drawing. So I just go right underneath there. And I'm just going through, kind of etching along the outline area. This right here is going to create a sharper look to my actual eyebrow. So I just go through. Okay. Now, once I'm done with that, then I can just wipe that. And once I've wiped it, now I can begin. So when I'm filling in, I will start using my either 15 or 9 shader. So I'm using a number 15. So what I do is I'm gonna dip and I'm gonna go to work starting at the tail. And when I do the tail, I'm just gonna do just a little pick up. It's like a picking, tapping. So if you listen, you can possibly hear it. And let's check it. You can actually see something too, right in there. So we're just gonna go tap our way all the way in. I'm mainly concentrating just on that tail right now because in ombre, remember, it goes from light to dark. So the tail is usually the darkest, and as you go to the bulb, it's a little lighter. So we want to make that flow effortlessly, and we want for it not to be completely dark throughout. So let's just go, just do some tapping all the way through. And you can wipe this and see as you're working through how you're showing a little bit of that tail. It's getting a little dark. All right, now as I move away from the tail, I'm going to turn my needle. You see how it's more horizontal? I'm gonna turn it a little vertical to kind of fill up the space. So now I'm gonna do this, still my tapping motion. Then you can turn it back sideways to get into the angles and the positions that you need. On your first pass, don't be so concerned with trying to fill in all the little spaces because as we know in permanent makeup, you're usually going to have more than one pass. So let's go ahead and just lay down as much as possible. We're done with our first pass. Our second pass, I'm going to start right back again, right in the tail, darkening up that tail. Tapping, tap, 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 tap. So pass 2, now I'm filling it in a little bit more. I'm getting a little bit more coverage, which is what we want. You see how I'm backing up a little bit when I'm working? That's helping create more of that defined line underneath. Okay, so that's my second pass. Now I'm gonna go for my third pass, which is now me concentrating more on defining the area and really filling it in, especially the tail. Okay, now we have done our third pass, and if you like, and sometimes I will go back with my angle blade just to sharpen it up a bit, and I'll show you usually how you would do this. It's just how you were initially when you started. It's just kind of going underneath it. Like I said, I love a crisp brow. So this is going to give that final touch to that manual eyebrow. And also guys, if you notice when I close off my brow, I stop right about here. I don't go all the way in because I like this part that's in the bulb out and really airy. So I don't close it off because my opinion is when you do that, it looks a little blocked. Looks like a little blocked eyebrow. Doesn't look real natural. So I don't do that. So you just leave it open and work with what you got. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and wipe and reveal. And now we have our manual eyebrow. And you did this all with a hand tool and no machine. I've been approached by many students who have mentioned that they have received poor quality training. As a result, I have developed a microblading refresher course that addresses